Quite ironically, Control's protagonist Jesse Faden must feel a little bit like the janitor at the start of the Foundation DLC, having just risked life and limb to save the oldest house from the grip of the Hiss, and before she even has a chance to settle into her new role as director of the FBC or even change her clothes, shit hits the fan again. Deep in the foundation of the oldest house, something has stirred, causing an astral bleed that threatens the Bureau and the world beyond. As realities converge, the board sends Jesse down into the bowels of the earth to find 4 keys that will suture the bleeding. The Foundation continues straight from the end of Control, and so you'll head into the 6 or 7 hour story with all the powers, abilities and weapons you already unlock. To compensate for this sense of over-empowerment, Remedy have thrown in a handful of new enemies who can teleport, throw axes, levitate and move incredibly fast. In order to reach the 4 keys, you'll need to manipulate strange crystal growths to either create paths or clear them. Jessie receives 2 new abilities to facilitate this. One allows her to pull platforms out of walls or summon huge spikes from the ground to form cover or impale the Hiss, while the other imbues the service weapon with the ability to destroy these crystals instead. You can choose which to take first, and the choice dictates the order in which you'll tackle the various areas. While much of the Foundation looks the same as the main campaign, the hub area, known as the Crossroads, is a subterranean maze of red stone walls cluttered with rocks and debris. Stalactites tremble and plummet as Jessie exercises her powers, and grotesque geysers spout toxic gas from the ground. Tunnels stretch on into the distance, their destination clouded by smoke that dances with spectral light, and the central cavern is home to a huge monolith called the Nail. You'll still spend a lot of your time in the Foundation running through grey office space. It's a shame Remedy didn't go a little bit further afield with the environments, and anyone playing through the whole campaign before sliding immediately into the Foundation might experience a bit of fatigue at some of the visuals outside the Crossroads. That being said, some elements have been tweaked for the better. The map, for example, which was glitchy and near useless at launch, has been improved, while Remedy have worked to stabilise the frame rate. Part of the reason the Foundation works as well as it does is Jessie herself. I had my issues with her going into Control, which were allayed throughout the campaign until at last I was fully on board with who she'd become. In the Foundation, Jessie retains all that new surety and self-belief. Nothing shocks her or scares her anymore. She has fully accepted that the oldest house is capable of more than she can imagine. With the astral bleeding threatening the board directly, Jessie finds herself in the stronger position. The board needs her quite desperately, and as she delves into the history of the oldest house, it becomes clear that without her direct intervention, the board is doomed, and they know it. The story isn't much of a departure from Control's campaign though in terms of the narrative, and much of the minutiae is still hidden in audio files and folders scattered about the place. Besides the main story, there are a couple of new side missions and objects of power to cleanse. The jukebox in particular offers a novel way to earn rewards for combat that's both unexpected and challenging. It's not on the same level as the ashtray room in the main campaign, but rather offers a new approach to solving an old problem that I won't spoil here. So ultimately the Foundation is more of the same, but in the best ways. What was wrong with the main campaign is mostly still there though. We still don't fully understand what the FBC or the oldest house are, but that's okay now because if Remedy have shown us anything with this DLC, it's that they are capable of building this universe brick by brick, and that they have a plan for where it's ultimately going. Technically not much has changed either despite the tweaks, and Jessie still feels a little bit slidey when running and jumping, but her new powers and abilities integrate so well with the main game that you'll barely stop to think about how anything really looks. The Foundation is a great slice of DLC, and if Remedy can maintain this level of quality for whatever comes next, I'm in it for the long haul. Have you played Control? Do you intend to? Let us know in the comments, and if you like this video, please consider hitting like and subscribe and tagging that bell icon too so you're notified whenever we drop a new video. Oh, and check us out on Twitter @GodIsAGeek if you get the chance. Thanks for watching.